Okay, today I'm here with Jack Tures. Oh, wait a minute. And we're going to just talk a little bit about Jack's tractor here. It's a special kind of tractor. And we're going to talk about Jack's living in Huntley and what that was like growing up. So how long have you been here?
I've been here, I think, 53 years.
50? Okay, so that's... You didn't come as a child then, you were...
We moved here, I think it was 50, yeah, it was 59.
59, okay. And then you had a farm here in town, right?
We had two of them. We grew nursery stock on them.
And they were where, east of town?
Yeah, one is a heritage subdivision now, and then next to it is Cider Grove, and then we had the farm on the other side of Cider Grove. Cider Grove was in between, we didn't own that.
Okay, okay.
In between health problems with one of my partners and subdivisions coming in and everything, it just got to where it wasn't practical to stay here.
Sure,
so we moved. And my two partners retired and my two boys took over.
Okay, and they have nursery up in Harvard now?
Near Harvard, yeah.
Okay, okay. Now this tractor that we're sitting in front of, you said was a special kind of a tractor.
Well, it's Caterpillar that was designed strictly for pulling, mostly for farm work.
Okay.
It's designed in a way that you couldn't put a loader on it because it doesn't have a solid frame.
Okay.
There are springs that support the engine.
So it would pull, something else?
It would break the springs.
I see. Okay.
But they put a bulldozer on it. Use a bulldozer blade on it. That was about it. The rest of it was all in the back, pulling.
Oh, okay.
Plowing and disking and pulling and stuff like that.
Okay. Would any kind of tractor like this ever be in, like at the fair they have tractor pulls? Would that?
Yeah, I can see it. There aren't that many of them around anymore that they would have a category for them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I've never seen them.
What year do you think this was built?
My dad bought it brand new in 1940.
Okay.
But when we tried to get the decals in the restoration, they said it was a 39.
Oh, okay.
So I'm confused. I don't know which one it is.
Yes, right. It's
somewhere between 72 and 73 years old.
Okay. Okay.
Somewhere in there.
All right. Now, where were you born?
I was born. We were living in the Plains when I was born.
Oh, okay.
And that's where my grandfather started the nursery.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then, as people moved out, you guys moved out, basically.
Yeah, the Plains, it was getting too small. The land was too small to use, and there was same old thing, subdivision coming in.
Sure.
And then they moved to Roselle and Forest Preserve, condemned it, took it over.
Okay.
So then we came to Huntley.
Okay. Now you have a wife and
5 children.
And 5 children. Your wife's name?
Margaret.
And your 5 children?
Jeff, Dave, Bob, Sue, and Annette.
Oh, okay. All right. And 2 of them are working the farm up in Harvard now?
Yeah, Jeff and Bob.
Okay. What was life in Huntley when you lived here? What was it like?
It was strictly a dairy farm town. Aside from Union Special, I think that was the biggest, as far as I can remember.
The biggest employer.
Yeah. There was a lot of small businesses. There were 2 implement dealers, and then friends came in and they said we had 3 for just a very short time. Garley went out.
Oh, okay.
And Hart went out. Pete Hart had the Alice Chalmers dealer, and he went out of business.
Okay. Now, did you do most of your like household shopping or your business shopping? Where was that done? Like when you needed things?
Woodstock or Crystal Lake or Dundee.
Okay. So there, like the implement dealers that were here in town, did you buy from them ever?
Oh, yeah. All 3 of them at different times. All 3 at different times.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Trying to think of anything else. You raised your children here. They all went to Huntley schools?
Yeah.
And all graduated, and now they have families, right? How many grandchildren? Great-grandchildren, any of those?
16 grandchildren and 4 great-grandchildren.
Wow, that's nice. That's a good sense of accomplishment there, yeah? That's really great.
If we have a complete family reunion, we have to rent a hall.
Yeah, right, right. Now, Did you do socializing here in Huntley? You got friends? Were you a member of a church here?
Oh yes, St. Mary's.
Oh, okay.
I've been. Seems like I can't get out of St. Mary's.
Yeah, right.
Every
No, they don't let you go when you go, right?
Every place I've gone to church, I had to go through the St. Mary's.
Okay. And you were on zoning board here in town?
Zoning board and park board.
And the park board. How long were you on park board?
16 years.
Okay. When was that? Do you remember the years?
71 to 87.
Okay. Great. And then zoning board, how long have you been on that?
I couldn't tell you. I don't remember whether when I got on it was 90 or 91.
Are you still on?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right now with the building slump and everything.
It's not quite as busy as it used to be. That's good, right? Well, it's too bad for the economy, but it's okay. It's nice that we're taking a little rest here.
I do kind of miss the old town, the way it was. But progress is progress.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm assuming.
What was the old town like?
Well, that's what I say. That's why I'm
It was
assuming.
just typical
Small town.
Yeah, the rural town.
Okay.
The working economy in town. Stores, we had hardware store, grocery store, drugstore, a couple
Yeah, you're
other.
watching the line behind you. You don't realize what you're doing.
When I came here, it was a Ford dealer where Strude's furniture store is now.
Oh, okay. There was a Ford. Oh, that's right. They put cars in there in a showroom or something, right? I know before that, many years, it was an ice cream parlor and it was a diner.
All kinds.
Yeah, all kinds of. It's amazing what buildings can be used for, huh?
The Village Inn is, at one time there was a shoe store and a barber shop, and there was something else I can't remember what all was there.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then you've seen a new library and a new village hall, all these fire departments, it's all been...
Well, we didn't have a doctor, we didn't have a library. Practically everything we needed we had to go out of town for.
Okay.
Where Luigi's was a grocery store, and that was
Little.
It was a small store. It was like more or less like a mom and pop pickup, which you can't get, which you didn't get when you went out of town shopping.
Like today's 7-Eleven.
Sort of,
Yeah.
But he had fresh meat and all that.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
It was Harry Purdom.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else you want to tell me about living in Huntley or your tractor? Anything about your tractor?
Other than I spent a lot of hours on it.
First using it, and now did you like risk? It looks a lot cleaner, I'll bet, than when you used it, I'm guessing.
Oh yes. It was a very. When you used it in the summer, you got very dirty. Because the way the tracks are here and the fan, where you sat low, the tracks picked up all the dirt and dust, and the fan blew it back on you. And it was hot because the engine was running and the sweat and just all stick to it. I know the first time I came home after I was married, my wife took one look at me and screamed. She didn't recognize me.
Because you were full of it.
Yeah, I was full of it.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that's good.
It's been a very good tractor.
And it's still working really well.
We had it, it stopped. It wore out. We rebuilt the engine and put a new clutch in it and painted it. We had to replace part of the tracks.
So you're able to still get parts for it?
Yeah, it's a little difficult.
To a certain extent, huh?
The surprising part was the track parts. The only place we found them was at Caterpillar. And they got them in 4 days, which was really surprising.
Yeah.
As old as the machine is.
Right. Well, I would imagine that, there's so many tractor clubs and they all do displays and things that maybe that's a good business for them. Who knows? Or they care about preserving their brand, perhaps.
The interesting part of the tracks is that the 2 parts that we had to replace cost almost as much as the tractor.
The whole tractor. How much was the tractor when you bought it? Do you remember?
$1,400.
Wow, that's a lot of money then.
Back then it was.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the Depression, and he didn't have anything. And it took him a long time to make up his mind to buy it.
Now, did he pay it on payments, or is that something you had to have just ready to go?
He got a loan.
Oh, okay. Okay. So this was your dad that would have
dad.
bought this one? Okay.
Yeah, my grandfather had just died.
Oh, okay.
They were just, he didn't want to expand or anything or modernize.
Right, right.
At the time they bought the tractor, they had a horse.
Okay.
One
So,
horse.
as somebody who grew nursery stock, now your crop is different than the average farmer who's
Right.
doing soybeans and corn, or even dairy, but you would like ball up a tree and it would pull a load of trees or something? How did you use it?
Well, that was part of it, yes. We had what they called a stone boat. And if you couldn't lift the tree, you'd get it tipped over in a hole and make a ramp on the side and put the stone boat underneath it and tip
Okay.
it up. You would pull it out that way.
Okay.
And then we had a truck with a crane on it that we would pick it up with.
Neat. Okay. So then, how else did you use it in the farm?
For general field work.
Oh, really? Just like tilling up the field and getting it
Right.
ready in the summer?
And then we had a planter
Or
that
spring.
we pulled. Planter and various trenching implements. We used to plant the trees in a trench. Now we have a planter.
Oh, okay.
It's on the back of a big tractor.
See. Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much, Jack. It was really nice to talk to you today. Take care. Thanks.